Hi everyone, it's Jeanette, Crafty Dork. I'm here to welcome you to my craft room. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for those that are returning, and welcome to all those new guys. I've had a few newies and it's really heartwarming. It's a bit chilly here today. I'm actually having a warm cocoa. I usually have that at night, but needed it today. Now Rachel's started day 23 and hers is Renaissance. I have to admit I half knew Renaissance. I'm not right up into the art world and history and all that stuff. Not a real good scholar in my day, but I hunted everywhere after watching Rachel's video and having a history lesson. It was just amazing. I just loved listening to her talk about Italy, Florence, and you know, all the bits and pieces that she is doing and has done. And I thought, I've got nothing like that. So to do something that I can do, I've decided I would actually got out here and cleaned the craft room out rather than get stuck straight into it. Plus we went and saw our little Grandy today. Oh, she's beautiful. She's nearly 5 months old, and we're not allowed to cuddle yet. So anyway, we had a lovely little visit. And I found some little pieces that I thought they need to be used and made into something that could be loved. So I'm going to start out with, let me just have a sip of my cocoa. Before it goes cold. So if we've got time, I'll do something with one of those. I might leave those two for another journal, although I like the idea of, but no, we'll do this one. And I'm going to do it for my spring journal. It'll probably take me till spring to do it. Oh, I looked everywhere for that yesterday. Goodness me. Yeah, so for my spring journal. So I'll collage over this, and what I thought, I might make it into a either it'll sort of just sit as a tuck on the page, and I think we'll sort of go up like that. That's about, yep, 6 inches, so we'll go there. So I'll just do a bit of a score just so that it can be, and I just score both sides. It just makes the fibres, breaks the fibres down and makes it a little bit easier to fold up and down. So I'm going to do that. So this is probably not rocket science for anybody, but just something that I wanted to do once I, you know, work through. And I found this little piece of ephemera. It's from Ephemera's Garden, I think. And it's got catalogue, the Butterick & Co. spring catalogue. And I thought, well, we can just tuck that in there as well. So let's collage. And as you know, I'm not the world's best at doing the old collage, but we'll have a bit of a go. And I'm just going to put, let me just see what else. I've got these little baskets, and this material should be up there. Right. I do like those, but that's not really lots of, perhaps use something like that on the front of it later. Use some of that. And a couple of pieces of ephemera that I should be having out there to utilise. Right. Some old paper, it's got a browse in it. This is just a bit, as you can see, it's got all sorts in it. Not there. Oh, it's a bit of eco dyed from somewhere. Postcards from somewhere. A couple of whale tails. That should be over there. Let's see what we can do with that. And there's some more ephemera that shouldn't be there. That should be elsewhere. They should be elsewhere. So I'm tidying up as I'm going. But you don't mind. Oh, I love that piece too. And that's a piece that I dyed the other day with that, and so is that, with that technique of spraying, which I absolutely love doing it. And you know, I did some and showed you as I was squirting, and that dot dried. It was a fairly coolish day here, but that dried pretty well in the while I was doing the video, and being a coolish day, so I thought that was pretty amazing. So I just popped it on my big table and let it dry. I left one of these open last night, came out this morning, and there it was, dry as dry. So just pop a little bit of, this is it's either Auntie May's or not Auntie May's, Gale, or Susan Taylor Brown Poppiness. Got some of their eco dyed. There's one other person I found that I had their eco dyed papers too, but I can't remember who that was. Might have been Digital Curio or something like that. Just got a few of them I love. So we'll just do a bit of a collage and hope for the best. And then I'll just decorate it. And so, like I said, not rocket science today, but just something. Ooh, I like that side. But just something nice to pop into this little journal that I'm doing. And I'm still doing the little lacy one at night. I've finished the little front cover, so I'll have to show you that at some stage. Tonight I'll be starting on the inside covers, inside pages, where I'll be putting a stitchery of, you know, straight stitches and all that sort of stuff. I've got a little sampler that I did years and years and years ago that I wanted to show you, but you know, popped it away. I had it, always had it sitting on my sewing machine, my treadle sewing machine, but when we went on a holiday and our daughter and her husband, or partner at that time, whatever, moved in, it got put away so the kids didn't get to it. I can't find it. I was, it's got to be something, it's got to be in a box safely put away. So I'm just going to rip a little piece of this to go across the centre there. Yeah, that little sampler was beautiful. I actually bought it in a kit, and it was a South Australian person out at Hope Valley somewhere, I think it was, and you did it out of like white. It was all came with the kit. The whole lot was together, so you had the threads and the instructions and what have you, and it was just gorgeous. I thoroughly enjoyed doing it, and it was white, and then you just made it like a little book. So, okay, now I'm going to put this on the back. I know it's going the wrong way, but, or will I just leave it? I'll see. 1 minute. Okay, down here. You can do like that. It could be quite interesting, couldn't it? Well, that could even be Renaissance, couldn't it? Could be. So I'll just pop that one down there. Yeah, so I got myself a little heater, one of those oil heaters for the craft room. And while my cousin was selling it, and while I was out here tidying, I put it on. Well, then I got the hot flushes, so that got turned off pretty quick. So, needless to say, I haven't got it on anymore, and I've got a t-shirt on, and just that looks alright, doesn't it? Yeah, yeah. Just pop a little bit there, so it's, just thinking. I do like doing this sort of thing. We had so much rain in one real heavy downpour here today. I've been sort of listening to them say how Adelaide was getting all this rain, and we weren't getting. It was sort of just it had started to rain, but it was just a really light shower, and I thought, oh well, we're not going to get any of that heavy stuff. Spoke to Satan today. Boy, oh boy, down did she come. But the garden needs it, and my daughter texted and said, back on rainwater, 7 rungs on the tank, so she was quite happy. Nothing like having a shower in rainwater and nice and soft. And so just going to pop that on, and I think I might, before I put it down, just pop, let's see what, just a spin. Get in there, you devil. Even if I don't use this in that journal, it'll definitely come in handy somewhere. Rather nice, I think. Okay, now I really need to pop something. No, not there. Yeah. Move things around and cleaned up, and it might be for the better, but it's going to take me a while now to remember that things aren't exactly where they were yesterday. Shouldn't do that, things like that to myself. Knew it. Now it's too short. Now that's going to be how it's going to be. There's no colour in it yet, is there? Okay, let's see what we've got in here. This is the little kit. Let's push that back out the way a bit. This is the little kit of... I've shrunk a lot of stuff right down. I think I'll leave that sitting up on the page. We'll have it stitched around the edge. And we can still have a little bit of something a bit brighter. Thinking yesterday, I really did, I put so much of the sorry, I'm thinking. Staining on the papers, they almost look more autumn than spring, because it's really gone an orangey colour, and I thought, is that a good thing or not? So I'll have to think about whether I've actually done the right thing for this album or not. And then I look at, Artie Mays's, she has lots of beautiful grungy, and I'm not a grungy person, so that's probably why I'm questioning. So that's given a little bit of colour there. Just want something else with a little splash. And if we put something like that. And I also printed out Artie May's kit with the tickets and collage tickets, 1 and 2, and I've got those there ready to do something with as well. I'll cut them all out. Smaller bits. One from the bigger. I've sort of printed them big and then small, and no, I'm looking for it. It's not coming out. There you are, there you are. I'll get one of those. It could go. Yep. Okay. Oops. Then I've had these have been sitting in the inside for ages, and these are from My Porch Prints, Shabby Dabby Doodah, and somebody else. I think there might be a few of Tracy's in here. There's big ones, little ones. Yep, I like that for there. I think I will cut that off. Looks a bit dicky. Okay. Yep. Just a little. That one's not sticker. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Every now and again I get a whiff of eucalyptus. I've cleaned all my scissors, got all the sticky off them, and they were cutting beautifully now, but just clean all the sinuses out. And okay, I'm just going to pop that up the top there as a little bit of something. Okay. Just back that off with something a little bit harder because it's only on copy paper there. This kit is absolutely beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's just made it a little bit stiffer. Okay. Now, what's back here? I was just going to put that little bit of ribbon through there, but what I might do is just do a little bow. This is a little bow maker. You basically just go around the pegs, you poke it through the hole. Lots of YouTube videos on this, and then you just tie it off, and it saves a lot of people anxiety from not being able to tie a bow. And I've got this little one, and then my dad, not my dad, yeah, my dad, he made me one, and Peter made me one, so for a little bit bigger, that makes big chunky bows. You can buy lots of expensive machines, and I nearly did buy one, and then I slapped myself and said, Jeanette, don't be stupid. Just use what you've got. And I'm glad I did, because I would never have. It was, you know, a lot of money. Well, $60 for a bow maker. I think it was a Zutta or Zutta, whatever you say. And there you've got a really cute little bow. Where am I? Does that make? Yeah. So we'll pop that there. And these are called butterfly orchids. So we definitely need a little butterfly there. Let's see if we can find a little, I wonder if a little bit of lavender, tone that in. It's a bit of a mixture, isn't it? That means we can do what we like. I was going to leave the edging on it, but I think it'll be better without it on this bit. Yep. I'll use this because it's going on to the gauze like that. Yep, that's because I'll just put 3, and then what I'll do is just stop the video, sew around it, and come back and show you. I'll be back. Okay, okay, I'm back. I think this is going to go into 2, well, definitely 2 videos on my camera. So I made this yesterday when I was just playing around. I put a butterfly on there and a piece out of the kit, did a collage from behind, and I thought that might just slip in there. It could slip in there. But it's a bit short. I tried these, but they're not really the right thing, I don't think. So we won't worry about those. I can go back over on the other side. You can always pop like a little postcard in there. That would look really nice too. And I have done a couple of, see what I mean by whether they're a bit too, I mean, I do love the colour, but the spring. And then this one is so bright. I'm not sure that it will go in the kit. But then I'm going to have a look at some of Auntie May's videos, and you know, it may just be that it really doesn't matter. So I quite like those in there. I think they're all the same height. I think I use the bigger one in yeah, I did in the one of the, this is the book starting. Yeah, I made the little, I don't know if I made it on video. I don't think I don't know, I can't remember. Made a little glassine bag and just decorated it up there. So something like that can go back in that one, and that'll look quite nice with that. And then where are we? Got to be here somewhere. The little tabs, there they are. So I might make a bigger tag for that, and perhaps we can pop that little one on there. We just bring it down so that it's, no, I don't like it down, and then I don't like that, so we won't use those. We're going to punch a little hole. Punch a hole. Put a little tab, and now I've moved the seam binding way over the other side of the craft room. Why did I do that when it used to be right next to me? This is why I'm going to, I might be sorry that I did that. It's freed up a lot of space here, but so I'm going to have to put something on that later, unless I can find, oh, look at that little bit of seam binding. There we go. There you go. So I suppose that does bring it in, doesn't it, with the colours. And then I thought, if we just, like, I always just glue 3 sides of anything down, so it'll either be glued this way, or I'll glue the top down there and there, so it can either be a side tuck, or, so I thought this part, we could use one of these time cards, and that could just go down the back behind it, so you could have 1, 2, 3. So anyway, that's the little project for today. Nothing very exciting, but something that I wanted to do for the book. And if I do have strife with whatever Rachel's doing, like I said before, I'm going to go off and do some of my own little bits and pieces. So this, I don't know if you can see the shine. I've used my Winker Stella, little Winker, it's a brush. It's just got very shiny bits in there, so I've just done that on there, stitched around there, put some book paper behind that one, and that's just a little piece that I cut out of a doily, and I just used that on the top there, and I thought that looked rather cute. And it's on the back as well, and then I just stamped on the back. So there we are, that's it for today. I'm going to pop that on that one and put this back where it came from, that little spot there. I made this little tuck yesterday too, and pop that in there. And then I'm thinking I might just use some of my little strips that I put. So once I do all that, I'll show you, I'll bring you along as I decorate that one up. So hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like it, give me a thumbs up, like it, share it, give me a comment, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye for now.